starts quietly. You're 6 years old. You fall on the playground, knees scraped, heart pounding, tears rising. But before you let them fall, you hear the voice. Stop crying. You're fine. So you swallow it. You swallow the ache. You swallow yourself. And in that moment, without even knowing it, you begin the lifelong art of disappearing. This is the psychology of a child who learned to hide their feelings. In psychology, we call this emotional suppression. Sometimes it's born from neglect, sometimes from fear, sometimes from love delivered with conditions. It's the training of the nervous system to disconnect from what is felt, because feeling was unsafe. As Dr. Gabor Mate once said, "The child doesn't ask, 'Is this relationship good for me?' The child asks, 'What must I suppress in order to be loved?'" That's where it begins. And the child who learns to hide their feelings doesn't stay a child. They grow into an adult who keeps smiling at work even when their chest is tight. They nod along in relationships saying, "It's fine," when it's not. They become the friend who listens to everyone else's pain but never mentions their own. They become masters of silence, experts in pretending, invisible even to themselves. You might recognize it in your own life. The way you overthink every word before saying it, the way you minimize your pain because someone else had it worse, the way you freeze when asked, "How are you really?" Because the truth is, you don't know how to answer. You don't know what's safe to feel. Hiding your feelings was once a shield. It was survival. It protected you from anger, from rejection, from shame. But what saved you then, now imprisons you. Because you can't heal what you won't allow yourself to feel. You can't be known if you're always pretending. You can't belong if the real you never shows up. Fine is a mask, silence is a cage, and numbness is just pain wearing a disguise. So let me tell you what no one told you then. You were never too sensitive. Your feelings were never the problem. You learned to shrink so others could feel comfortable. You learned to go quiet so others wouldn't explode. You learned to wear a smile as armor. But armor gets heavy when you're trying to breathe. And silence isn't peace. It's just loneliness with the volume turned down. You deserve to be heard. You deserve to feel. You deserve to exist out loud. So what does healing look like for someone who grew up hiding their heart? It begins with permission. The permission to name what you feel, even if it's messy. The permission to cry, even if you were told tears are weakness. The permission to say, "I'm not fine." And let that be enough. Step 1, awareness. Notice the moment you say, "fine," when you mean exhausted. Notice the moment you smile while holding back tears. Step 2, practice safe expression. Write in a journal. Whisper your truth in the mirror. Tell one trusted friend the thing you're most afraid to admit. Healing is not about becoming someone new. It's about remembering the self you buried. Here are 2 practices that can help. 1, the 90-second check-in. Set a timer. Ask yourself, what am I feeling right now? Sit quietly for 90 seconds. Let your body answer before your mind interrupts. 2, the "I feel" statement. Once a day, tell someone, or write it down, "I feel." Don't justify it. Don't soften it. Just name it. Over time, this rewires your nervous system to believe your feelings are safe. It won't happen overnight. But every time you tell the truth, you break a little piece of the old pattern. The child who hid their feelings was brilliant. They survived the only way they knew how. But you are not just that child anymore. You are an adult who can speak, cry, rage, laugh, breathe, and be. Your voice matters. Your tears matter. Your heart matters. Carl Jung once wrote, "Until you make the unconscious conscious, it will direct your life and you will call it fate." This, right here, right now, is your chance to make the unconscious conscious, to no longer call silence your fate, to no longer call hiding your home, to step out of the shadows and say, I am here, and what I feel is real. And if this spoke to you, share your story in the comments, because when you speak, you remind others they're not alone.